असीम जय जयकार हो। दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
That one is composed of and mistakes. Blunders plurally actually is not that easy to understand, but as a unilateral cause, blunder is very pertinent to understand. And there is the root cause of suffering by human beings, by self, for self, and living self. This is the basic concept of the suffering from the masters. So, in Buddhism, the suffering takes main subject, and objectively also it is tried to explain in Buddhism, of all Mahayans and all that. But it is actually on a human scale, for humanity to live as human beings, that gives the Buddhism is the best message. And this is the very bad deed of the present time. That is why a famous surgeon, stitcher surgeon of First World War from US, Keller or somebody, Keller I think, he had his own personal notes, introspected notes, made, a number of them were there, and his colleagues, certain colleagues came to across these, it was circulated, and they thought, oh, such a wonderful study about a human being such a great surgeon, and he was not ready to consent to print, get it into a printed book. But even then, friends impressed them, and then he allowed, okay, you can do the way you like. And the big book came out. It was a big book of Abdul Kalam Azad. And I came to know this book in my second year of engineering through my professor of electricity, Parsi professor. And then immediately I realized, when I read about Abdul Kalam Azad, book is Man the Unknown. Today, if you want to find a man in this world, which is जो कबीर साहिब ने बताया है, दिल्ली में बोलते हैं, हाँ, मानस का पड़ा बला सुकार. In Delhi, in his times, so many human beings were dashing against each other. पर जाको देखे भीड़ ठहरे उसका बढ़िया होता उसका. So man is lost today. Man is lost. And that is what Dada Bhagwan basically has given us through his such an all-encompassing and addressing every aspect of life of a human being in a very centric manner, in a very simple way, the very science that relates to a human life living. So suffering is by self, for self, because of the faults within, of the past, therefore, Dada Bhagwan's axiom, wonderful axiom, if it is practically applied to by everybody in one's own life, by introspection, as well as practically understand oneself as a body self, one can easily understand. And that axiom is, the sufferer is at fault. Everybody wants to find faults in others. Always. But nobody has introspection for within that, oh, are others at fault? No. Where is the fault? Where lies it? It is within. So our search has to work inside.
Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you.
Professor S.P. Gautam, would you like to?
To what extent, because I am not familiar with the writings of Dada Bhagwan, so I am asking as one who has come for the first time here, to what extent our finitude, which is in terms of our mortality, which is in terms of our lack of complete knowledge, which is in terms of lack of our omnipotence, and our human aspiration, which is actually a wrong aspiration related to suffering, to transgress this, that is to go beyond. And this longing to go beyond, in terms of whether you call it moksha or other terminologies from different spiritual traditions, to what extent this itself becomes a source of suffering, because we can never overcome it.
Normal belief in this, our nation as well as internationally, about ourselves is about the creation of our own lives. Normal beliefs are there. When this exam of Dada Bhagwan, that sufferer is at fault, not one who causes the suffering, then how do we search for that? For that, there has to be a cause within, for which there has someone from outside to relieve us from that suffering. Everybody needs to get relieved from suffering of all sorts. Mind level, because of the speech interactions, as well as our relative living, body living. But answer is not available to anybody. So this exam, as you go inside and dwell on it, as a person, and anybody who wants to search the cause of this suffering, can easily find by introspection. Easily can find. But it is not so easily said, but it is not that easy. And if at all it is a student put into practice, even little, definitely you can travel further towards moksha, what you say. And moksha is not imagination. Moksha is a fact. Very existence of yours there is the moksha. Moksha is indicative of our perpetual self in its purest form. And wherever there is self, there is material self always. Body in Vedanta, in Hindu philosophy, it is said, "Sharir to mitti hai, mitti mein mil jayega." True, but that relates to the matter only. Matter mein mil jayega, that's true. Even science also says that. But Dada Bhagwan's basic message in this is, as our theosophy and all it is saying, know thyself. Self. That's it. If without our own selves as a name bearer. That is the first beginning towards this travel, inner travel. First beginning. But it never occurs as to, after all, who can I be? After all. After a lot of thinking and all, we come to know such a question, and it comes to us from within, and then our progress starts. And then Dada Bhagwan's aphorisms and all are so simply put. Once in Rajasthan, one of our Dada Bhagwan's, one of our followers, Mr. Lalit Mehta, he has his own, in his agricultural land, a center is established where every year twice people gather together there. Even the youths also go. Dada Bhagwan celebrates, go there and mix them with the different age groups. There, a delegation, religious delegation from Pakistan came. Border is near there about. Jaisalmer, etc. It's about 200 kilometers out. So, and they read everything in Hindi. All the simple put on walls and displayed there all around. They were so pleased to read all this that, oh, can this be translated into Urdu? We would like to place in our country from village to village and all, to acquaint people that life is simple to live if we understand the meanings of these as applied to our own lives. So, your question is about suffering, the cause, am I right? And moksha, I mean, how we can find or we can relieve from sufferings and have a travel to moksha. Moksha is not something that we are traveling to. Moksha is our very innate nature. Innate, I say. But if the process of self-realization is initiated, seedling is implanted. That seedling implanted, actually Dada Bhagwan has explained to everybody of us that seedling was his own soul incarnate way of pure love. All in the present times, for all of us, word love is great, but unfortunately, it relates to Paramatman, it has come down in such a way, so poets and writers and all, they have said a lot about the love. But actually it relates to Paramatman love. Shuddha love. Prem, Shuddha Prem. So, Dada Bhagwan was a Shuddha Prem की बूटी, सजीवन बूटी थी वो. और यही इम्प्लांट होता है सारा फीलिंग एज ए सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन एंड beginning was a seedling is put. It works on its own. But in these adverse times, he gives simple keys to understand that and progress further on one's own way, just like that. Five fundamentals is given for that. Would you like to know that? In simple words. First is that by eyes we see everything. We know that our two eyes, right and left, they see only unilaterally single object. So just some days back I read of some thinker that we cannot see things as they are. We see as we are. We cannot see things as they are. We cannot see a thing as it is, but as we are. Beautiful is thought. So, vision. Relativized vision is a relative viewpoint. Vision versus the self-realized vision that has opened out from dark moon to first phase. On the very day of realization from GnaniPurush, Atmanubhavi GnaniPurush, it works on its own, very second day, if it is followed without any rituals, but some practice as it gets explained. Very next day it sprouts into the that of our pure soul. As a light, perpetual light. It is an intermediate light. It is not an ultimate. And with that light and with this relative viewpoint vision, you go on living the life. But straight away it won't be possible. We have to practice a lot that by relative viewpoint I am name bearer and by real viewpoint I am pure soul. So viewpoints are most important. Most important. Drashtivad, Srushtivad, बोलते हैं जैसी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि और एक first two fundamentals है. Third fundamental is that after all, I am pure soul, but I am relative name bearer also. So as a name bearer I have to live. And so many activities will take place. So for me, who is going to do all these activities? Okay, no. Not knowing who is doing all these activities, because what is that entity, because of which all body activities happen, right from within and without both. There is a power. In philosophy, thinkers, everybody has said about the cosmic power, cosmic power. Is Dada about that power said, scientific circumstantial evidences for whatever suffering we have got, happy or unhappy, whatever way, and causes for that, whatever, there is a definite science behind that. And without circumstances which are evidential in nature, and the science behind that is that power. He called it Vyavasthita Shakti. Vyavasthita Shakti. Surya, Chandra, Tara, everything is there. Distance between the earth and all that. What present the scientists of quantum physics, etc. But this is too subtle. Any little change, it is a thought. It's impossible. Everything will be topsical. No existence can be possible. Continually it is there. But in today's times, human beings create chaotic situations, and that power makes everything all right. But those who are creator of the chaotic situations, they have to suffer. Because every self, our individual self, and all of us put together in a different body. We are talking of human beings, because most developed entity. So, soul is the same in all of us. In all the golden ornaments, different types, gold is the same, but shapes of the ornaments are different. They differ, so they are known by different names. That does not mean that soul has become, soul is soul all the time. But what in between happens between the human body living and the soul, that intermediate state is there. commonly we know it as an ignorant state. Ignorant state. And if you are awakened from this ignorance and made realized of our own real self, then that intermediate state becomes samyak state, samyak darshan, like that, balanced one. So moksha is no imagination, it's a fact, perpetual fact. And when your innate nature of the pure soul is the moksha. So, but initiation happens, and then we are not going to moksha, moksha is coming to us. Just like train is moving and going to Bombay, and we are in the train. Train is going to Bombay, but normally it says I am going to Bombay. So, sorry to, I hope if any more understanding is required. No, thank you.
Suffering issue has been explained, but the problem is how to seek happiness through harmony, because whatever suffering, the fault with the self lies, but at the same time the issue remains how to seek happiness in this world. What are the ways?
Happiness for everybody of us is first to make our own living self happy. We have to live that way. Because charity has to begin at home. Unless we are happy, we cannot make others happy. But what does happiness mean? Sukh, what does it mean after all? Sukh, which is followed by dukh, is not called a sukh. It is an imaginary sukh. So we have alleged certain sukh in all these things, then it comes back, but it is not perpetual, it will vanish. And then again, the space between two sukh moods is dukh. It goes on and everybody wants to get freedom from that. But unless the very blissful state of perpetual sukh that is there at the core of our body, at heart, that is to get realized through the experienced Gnani. Gnani who mind-wise is expression speech-wise as well as vyavahar, body living. All through, he has gone through all the phases of that. And after going through all these things, he has realized and experienced this state, which is perpetual in nature, but it is not continuous because of the present times. Time is a bar in that. Kalyug we call it. But it goes on repeating. That way it is continuous. Not in a continuity sense, link-wise. So that and continuously that experience develops in the sleep or awake, whatever state. You see.
Namaskar. One of the fascinating topics which Dada Bhagwan has discussed is the interrelation which we talk of between the human beings and nature. In fact, in his writings, he says that man is the guest of nature. That means we are always dependent on nature. So this interrelation which he is speaking about is something which is very novel, I would say, because in the contemporary philosophical discourse, this aspect has not been emphasized properly by many of our thinkers. Of course, we have this concept in ancient philosophical tradition. Now, I would request you to say how Dada Bhagwan has developed this idea in his writings.
Dada Bhagwan's quote about all of us getting born means it is entering his own life in the world, in the society, as guest of the what we call exhibition. What do you call that? Museum. Museum. We call it. Various museums. We are entering the life museum of our own self, and as well as the museum of all the world all around. So you are allowed to enter the museum and live your life fully. But while entering and passing out, in between, you cannot even think by mind to say, oh, how beautiful this is, that or this. No. Even means speech also should come, not come after one gets grown up, etc., of course. Because we know a born child, and everybody knows our own religion, they know that they are innocent, God's children. But as they grow, their intellect grows, everything, then it does happen. So, even by speech also, and by picking also, you can enjoy view. जैसे बोलते हैं कि रस के लिए बहुत इतना नहीं होता, just a drop is required. But in these times, everybody is accustomed to live plenty life, life of plenty. That is the point. So, simple living and high thinking, our thinkers and those have said that. So, simple living means man is the guest of Mother Nature. That way he has said. He enters the exhibition, passes out. But he cannot do anything. And he lived like that. And why he lived? It was not first time. But that sort of living out of such high thinking, it has come from the past. It has come, it is carried forward in this life. And we are benefited by his all, whatever you may call suffering, this, that, everything. But in the absence of knowledge, divine knowledge, and divine vision. And in this time he came. His introspection power was wonderful, right from childhood. Wonderful. And some instances have come in the book talks also. But it was wonderful. They have been witness to that also. It's a coincidence, but I cannot claim that, oh, I know everything. No, I cannot claim that. That from the age of 5, I have played in his laps because my father and Dada Bhagwan were business partners and from the same village, like that, etc. But he was all through so many lives along way. He lived only for soul, pure soul search. And what we call research is a totally different thing. Research actually has to happen for everybody, for one's own self, in the within the world. World is vast, but body is very small geography. But whole world geography is nothing before the body geography. If one, let's say only such a small geography, everything is there, whatever in the world is out, in the world outside, whatever, everything is there.
Professor Kapoor, my question is something like what Arjuna
what does he eat?
My question is similar to what Arjuna asked Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Who is a liberated person? What does he look like? What does he eat? Where does he sleep? Likewise, I am imagining a person who has attained a holistic way of life. Describe to me how I can identify that he is a person who is living a holistic way of life. I can read about holistic mode of thinking. I can imagine, but not a holistic way of life. Can you describe that?
It's a good query by Arjuna to Lord Krishna regarding a Sthita-prajna state of life. And that he wants to ask the way in the world we ask everybody, as a body to body and all that, higher thinker, teachers, everybody. But query was that, but Lord Krishna gave answer in a way that he can, in his understanding level, he can understand well. Because he could not follow what Lord Krishna gave the descriptions of a man has to be this way, balanced way, normal way, living wise. And therefore he asked this question. And Lord said, he asked that, Sthita-prajna ka bhasha vagere jo hai, so the way we physical trace we know. No. It is not. Sthita-prajna means a human being with a balanced, non-biased intellect. Non-biased. That is that person who has acquired this state is a Sthita-prajna. That prajna shabda relates to subject buddhi, the balanced intellect. Prajna shabda. Prajna is a very pious word. Both for body at body level as well as pure soul self level. Pure soul self level is various to prajna. Prajna is nothing but pure soul, divine light that intermediarily is functioning between the body and the pure soul itself. Intermingling. That happens only after realization, self-realization. And that self-realization means you realize the self with its all qualities, all modes of qualities, etc., every way. This thing is separate from this perishable relative body self, every way, with all its qualities, all its perishable qualities. And that is perpetual qualities, these two. And in between, at the prajna level, you live, along with the intellect, body intellect. Because present day times, body intellect is rather perverse somewhat. But thinkers are thinking a lot, so they are of a higher level, those. But by and large, these Kali intellectual pursuits, always pursuits are intellectual. Intellectual is per se, okay, it is a guiding light for everybody. But it has its own limits. Therefore, in these matters of realization, in this perishable living life, there intellect does not. So there you have to have an experienced self, realize that experienced state, living state, body, that can guide you, or if you desire, that can relieve you of all the bondages at mind level, speech level, and body level, every way. And then you live on your own. In the ocean, if lead touches the ocean, the tank or whatever, nobody need fear about drowning or anything. But intellectual pursuits are such that the leg is not touching there. That is experience. That is experience. Otherwise, बोलते हैं ना मैं कि छोटा पानी में भी वो डूब जाता है, like that. So,
describe Dada Bhagwan.
it cannot come into words. Let me tell you, to describe an absolute beyond words, an experience, soul experience, pure soul experience is beyond words, Shabdatit. And pursuits are through the words, but we can go further, we can reach that state, you can reach. But it's a very hard way of rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall. But ultimately, you do progress, because as a human being, which is the highest creation of the Mother Nature amongst all the living entities, pure soul has no weight, and matter has weight. So matter goes on passing out, rise for, okay. So प्योर सोल की गति ऊर्ध्व गति होती है और मैटर की अधो गति होती है, तो दोनों के में तसल है और तसल में अल्टीमेटली ऊर्ध्व गति wins. But if we get defeated by living in a non-competitive way in the competitive world, then definitely that urdhva gati gets lot of them. Fiercely competitive in every mode of life.
My Satsang Pranam Kanudadaji. My name is Pranam Satsang. My name is U.A. Vinay Kumar. I am a retired professor of philosophy from Goa University. You know, way back in 1996, following SSY, Siddha Samadhi Yoga, in Bangalore and all that. You know, I attended the advanced meditation course and many other yogic kind of stuff. During some of the discourses, I was so much impressed by the Gurudeva's sermons that I came back to my workplace and withdrew all my grievances. I withdrew all my grievances which I had made, of course, genuinely and just fully, about my some of my very close colleagues. Instead of getting a very good response for throwing my grievances, what happened was the person or persons told me that, okay, I will teach you a wonderful lesson now. So I had to face the lessons for next 10 to 12 years. Now the question is this, you know, can I escape my prarabdha karma with all the kind of applications that I may be doing with the holistic kind of? So,
No. At the base, what can happen is the way how the practice was performed. How? So, the bhava behind that, it cannot be continuous. It's very difficult for anybody. Unless that perpetual entity is experienced by you, which is not known. So all these practices of concentration, meditation, they are there. For the in the present times, they are badly needed for people to have a stability of life and living. Asana, yoga, all these things are there. But they are temporary sadhans. Our very body is a sadhan. But the body that has got born into these times, all of us, according to the quality of our karma. They are different levels. So, it is transitory. You cannot have a perpetual peace in that. But it is needed anyhow. It is needed. Practice of Vipassana, you must be knowing in both the practice, one of the offshoot of that. Like that only. I have seen very intelligent people who have followed some of them, who have followed Dada Bhagwan's way of living. And by the way, I may tell you that Dada Bhagwan's way of living was not materially working. It was in its purest sense. And practically, along with the social living, because he was homely. And even then, right from childhood, with the observation factor, निरीक्षण शक्ति जो बोलते हैं हम, it was very sharp, very sharp. I have observed him from so many angles. But normally what we understand observation, all that, we are accustomed to this body state of living so much so, it is extremely difficult to come out of it, even after the year. But with Dada's so simple way, but that simple way also, the extent to which it has to simplify, out of his experience he did it. But it is not difficult, it is simplest to live. If our understanding aspect expands from within by our own living. You see, understanding you have to score particularly. To be happy with anybody, we have to understand him or her very well, so that we do not find any clashes, differences or anything between the two. Those situations can be like that. It can be. If we follow understanding aspect of a human life is very important. That Dada Bhagwan has shown in various ways. Even if you have no self-realization, then also you can do. He has given 5 or 6, but basically 5 fundamental way of living present day life, so that we can live in the presence as a present living. So many thinkers in the world have talked a lot about this, living in presence. Lot. Eckhart is very low, the now and all that. You just follow? So he has given 5 parameters. And this center has got the place on that. If you follow, and if that gets rather translated, it's a Sat Sadhan. Sat is perpetual self. Sadhan means use. Perpetual. If you practice, it is not a ritualistic practice, let me tell you. It is self-living practice for living a balanced life. And the extent to which our balanced life living happens within us, for our own happiness and peace and heart, you definitely progress towards realizing of the self. It leads to self. It makes you, all evidences coming together automatically like that. It's a Purusha, Satpurusha. Okay, you.
Yeah. You did ask Professor Prasad when we was
From Dadaji.
1 minute. His Holiness Kanudadaji will be here till 8. So those of you who would like to have one-to-one meeting with him, can set an appointment with Dr. Amai.
Okay.
I will suggest I will suggest because my suggestion that today is 4, I think. And 5th and 6th are to our society.
Yeah.
But there. But right. For 2 days, 5 and 6 are what philosophical Indian Philosophical Center and the ministry, HR ministry was no. That was these are. But I will be here for 2 days. I may not be able to participate.
Yeah.
But 7th, after we are over the last session, I am here and I will stay for here for anybody who wants to meet me one-on-one understanding. I am there. For those, anybody who desires to meet, talk. Because I won't be talking to anybody who wants to understand, but I will be talking to myself in you. Because I am not different from all of you.
Only brief questions.
Seventh and possibly outside. Yes, I can.
Yeah, he will be available here after some time.
Not only 7th, okay. You can tell me if you want to meet him outside the conference timing. Okay. There are no night sessions now. Okay. There are no extra sessions. So that is, you only just commit all of you have my number. You can just put a request, you will get his appointment, we will schedule it, that there is no rush. Right? And it can be early morning, I think, from 8 to 9:30, he has time. Evening, it can be
Kindly give me
6 to
what you want to in short.
6 to 8. And your query. Better. And your query, particularly.
And always knowledge is gathered by
Question and answer sessions only. All our scriptures and all our higher ups have come up like that only. Our Raman Maharshi, Ramakrishna, on all our Vaishnava sect and everywhere, we see this question and answer sessions. There is how we progress and understand each other.
Thank you very much. Just only pinpoint question. That human existence basically it can be divided into two. One is embodied human existence, another is disembodied human existence. Embodied existence related to our body, disembodied existence related to our soul. So, attana hannate hannavane sharira. So, if so that each and every body is living with embodied soul, and after leaving the world, after death, it is disembodied existence. So, many prophets, many avatars, they arrive in the world to remove our miseries. But still our miseries and dukkha is continuing. It is really possible to the removal of our miseries or dukkha. One. Second is related to it. This misery is individual misery or collective misery, collective dukkha. Which kind of dukkha we can remove from the world? Because human existence is here and it's continuing. It is really possible to remove the removal of dukkha.
It is not collective. It is body-centric, human body-centric. And it is at mind level. Our doctor explained to me in a beautiful way in one of his papers. Yesterday it was there?
Today morning.
Today morning. Second, another celibate Dr. Swami Deepakanand. Today I think he gave it that understanding. But I would suggest you to go through from first page to 8, जिसको हम पारायण बोलते हैं, पारायण, कोई भी स्क्रिप्चर बुक अंडरस्टैंड करनी हो तो फर्स्ट पहला पारायण कर लो और पीछे एनी टाइम यू कैन ओपन एनीथिंग एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम दैट. दैट इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ pursuing it like that. So that dialogues with Dadaji in life and living, I think you must have got it. Do all courage will be there. And personally, if you want to talk, I'm staying nearby society. For 2-3 days I am here.
So friends, I know we're running short of time.
Dada Bhagwan of this stature.
Sure. He never claimed, but he said, I won't quote a certain beautiful saying because it cannot be quoted. Swamiji is Lord Krishna status, is Lord Rama status. Our Ramanujam Sahib, Acharya Ji, what was that? But even I am talking of the Lord Krishna, Rama, Mahavideh, that status. In these times, which is impossible, has become possible because of his bhav, Kalyan bhav. You understand? Kalyan, coming from so many years. Once amongst discourses, spiritual discourses, told that for the last 20-30 lives we have been living this human life not for the body's sake, to understand and find out perpetual God state in the body, along with the body. For 30 lives. And we had our Purusha in those past lives to just know what is the essence of this material living. Just to understand and extract that essence. And that came in this life. Once beautiful utterance was there that जो मैं ढूंढ सालों कई भावों से ढूंढता था एक पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम स्वामी जी ये आज ये लाइफ में मुझे मिल गया अब उसको सोच करना उसके ऊपर और इसका लाभ तो कल्याण भावना थी इसको नहीं मैं उसको आइए मेरे पास आओ तो उसको अब मैं आपका कल्याण करूँ इस तरह नहीं हुआ नेचुरली he never went out to anybody everybody came to him I was so near yet in my 33rd year only I came to know that my anchor is a supreme God in a matter of this upside down was right side up. Vision, division. That's it. Huh?
Okay. So friends, to conclude this session, we thank Kanudadaji. You know, they always say that Krishna is great because he taught Gita. I would like to say that because Krishna taught Gita, therefore he is great. Same is applicable in the case